Deep in the heart of the jungle, where the trees stretch high and the foliage is thick, the sun shines brightly, casting dappled light on the forest floor. In this serene setting, Leo the lion, the king of the jungle, sleeps peacefully. His golden mane glistens in the sunlight, and his powerful body is at rest, enjoying the warmth of the day. Leo is not just any lion. He is big and strong, a true symbol of power and majesty. His presence commands respect from all the creatures in the jungle. When he stands, his muscles ripple under his fur, and his eyes, though gentle now, can be fierce and protective.
Leo, Leo, wake up. The voice is tiny but urgent. It's Max the mouse, Leo's best friend, trying to rouse the sleeping giant. Max's tiny paws patter on the ground as he scurries around Leo, his small voice filled with excitement and urgency.
It is Max the mouse. Max is small and quick, always darting through the jungle with boundless energy. His tiny size allows him to go places and see things that bigger animals cannot. He is curious and brave, always eager to explore and discover new things. He is small and quick, moving with a speed and agility that is unmatched in the jungle. Max's quick movements and sharp mind make him a valuable friend to Leo, who often relies on Max's keen senses and quick thinking. Despite their differences in size and strength, Leo and Max are best friends. They share a bond that is unbreakable, built on trust and mutual respect. They play together, explore together, and look out for each other in the vast and sometimes dangerous jungle.
Max, you startled me. Leo's voice is deep and resonant, but there is a hint of amusement in it. He blinks his eyes open, looking at his tiny friend with a mixture of surprise and affection.
Leo chuckled, a deep, rumbling sound that echoed through the jungle. It was a sound that could be both comforting and intimidating. But to Max, it was the sound of friendship and safety.
What's all the excitement about? Leo asked, his curiosity piqued by Max's unusual urgency. He stretched his powerful limbs and yawned, showing his sharp teeth before focusing his attention on the little mouse.
I heard the most amazing story, Max exclaimed, his eyes wide with wonder. He could barely contain his excitement as he began to recount the tale he had heard, his whiskers twitching with every word.
Max squeaked, his whiskers twitching. He told Leo about a hidden treasure deep in the jungle, a treasure that was said to bring great fortune to whoever found it. Max's excitement was contagious, and soon Leo was just as eager to embark on this new adventure. Max had been talking to the jungle's creatures. He had always been fascinated by the way they communicated, their silent whispers and subtle gestures. The jungle was alive with secrets, and Max was determined to uncover them all. Every day, he would sit quietly, listening to the rustling leaves and the distant calls of the animals. Over time, he had earned their trust, and they began to share their stories with him. One day, they told him about a secret cave. This wasn't just any cave. It was a place of wonder and mystery, hidden deep within the heart of the jungle. The animals spoke of it in hushed tones, as if the very mention of it could summon its magic. Max's eyes widened with excitement as he listened to their tales.
It's a cave filled with magical crystals. The animals described the crystals as glowing with an ethereal light, casting shimmering reflections on the cave walls. They said that these crystals held ancient powers, capable of granting wishes and revealing hidden truths. Max could hardly contain his excitement. He had to see this cave for himself.
Max exclaimed. Leo was doubtful. Leo, Max's best friend, had always been the more skeptical of the two. He had heard many stories about the jungle's wonders, but he had never seen anything quite like what Max was describing. He furrowed his brow, trying to make sense of it all. He had never heard of this cave. Despite his doubts, Leo couldn't help but feel a twinge of curiosity. The idea of a hidden cave filled with magical crystals was too intriguing to ignore. He looked at Max, who was practically bouncing with excitement, and decided that maybe, just maybe, there was something to this story.
The animals say it's hidden beyond the Whispering Waterfall. The Whispering Waterfall was a place of legend in the jungle. It was said that the waterfall's gentle murmurs could soothe even the most troubled soul. Many animals visited it to find peace and clarity. If the cave was truly hidden beyond it, then it was no wonder that it had remained a secret for so long.
Max continued. Leo loved an adventure. Despite his initial skepticism, Leo couldn't resist the call of a new journey. The thought of exploring uncharted territory and discovering hidden treasures was too enticing. He looked at Max, who was already planning their route, and felt a surge of excitement. This was going to be an adventure like no other. He decided to believe Max's story. With a nod, Leo agreed to join Max on his quest. The two friends set off into the jungle, guided by the whispers of the animals and the promise of magic. As they ventured deeper into the heart of the jungle, they couldn't help but wonder what other secrets awaited them. The journey ahead was uncertain, but one thing was clear. They were about to embark on an adventure that would change their lives forever. Leo and Max set off into the jungle. The air was thick and warm. They followed a winding path. It led them past giant trees and colourful flowers. The sounds of the jungle surrounded them. Birds sang, monkeys chattered, and insects buzzed. Leo and Max were excited. They were on an adventure. The path led to a wide river. The water flowed quickly.
How will we cross?
Max wondered aloud. Suddenly, a voice boomed.
Don't worry, little ones, I'll help you.
It was Ella, the elephant. She was the kindest creature in the jungle. Ella carried Leo and Max safely across the river on her back. Finally, they reached the Whispering Waterfall. The water cascaded down a rocky cliff. Behind the waterfall, they found a cave entrance. It was dark and mysterious.
This is it, Leo. This is the cave.
Leo took a deep breath. He was ready for anything. The cave was cool and damp. Crystals sparkled on the walls, reflecting their light.
Wow.
Max breathed, his eyes wide with wonder. As they walked deeper, they saw something amazing. There were paintings on the cave walls. The paintings were old and faded, but they showed animals and people. They continued deeper into the cave. The air grew still and quiet. In the center of the cave, they found a giant crystal. It shimmered with all the colors of the rainbow.
It's beautiful.
Leo whispered. Max nodded in agreement. They had never seen anything like it. Leo and Max spent hours exploring the cave. They marveled at the crystals and the paintings. As the sun began to set, they knew it was time to go home. They left the cave feeling happy and grateful. They had faced challenges and made new friends. But most importantly, they had shared an incredible adventure. Back home, in the heart of the lush green forest, where the trees whispered secrets and the air was filled with the scent of blooming flowers, they gathered around their friends to share the tales of their latest adventure. With animated gestures and sparkling eyes, they described the dazzling crystals they had discovered, each one more vibrant than the last, and the ancient paintings that adorned the cave walls, telling stories of times long past. They spoke of the journey itself, the challenges they faced, and the triumphs they celebrated. Their friends listened with rapt attention, their eyes wide with amazement and wonder. Every detail of the story seemed to transport them to the very heart of the adventure, making them feel as if they were right there alongside Leo and Max. The excitement in the air was palpable. The jungle friends couldn't contain their enthusiasm and eagerly asked questions, wanting to know every little detail. They couldn't wait to hear about the next adventure, their imaginations already running wild with possibilities. Leo and Max exchanged a knowing smile, their bond stronger than ever. They had faced many challenges together and had always come out stronger on the other side. This adventure was just one of many, and they knew there were countless more waiting for them. They knew that as long as they had each other, they could conquer any obstacle and explore the farthest reaches of their world. Their friendship was their greatest strength, and it gave them the courage to embark on new journeys. The jungle was vast and full of mysteries, and Leo and Max were determined to uncover them all. With every step they took, they knew they were creating memories that would last a lifetime. There would always be new and exciting adventures to be had, and they couldn't wait to see what the future held for them.